I think this might be my favorite shot. Why? Because you're flat on your back. Yeah. And I can admire you while we make a video. And I don't have to worry about you doing anything crazy. And we can just talk. I don't even know what you mean by that. What kind of crazy thing just arrange it. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. In trouble again. Oh, fucking help me. I am in trouble again. Tell me what you just said to me off camera. I said, I feel so. I like we have a pile of. We love books. Me and John are book addicts. We love to read all kinds of books, biographies, autobiographies, memoirs, adventures, documentary type, all kinds of shit. Spiritual books, holy books, books about the afterlife, books about the before life, whatever the fuck. We have millions of books around this house. You can see that we have million. We read all the great authors, the poets. It's great, right? But it hasn't been so for like a while. The piles are growing because I don't use Kindle. Maybe I should. I guess I have this fantasy of like leaving this vast library also to some children's hospital. Lena, it's not a fantasy. You're gonna make these things happen. You're gonna leave all your wonderful, wonderful books, artifacts, collections to all the right people, and everyone's gonna help you get that done. Yeah, I'm excited about that, but I'm still alive, so I'm still looking to read these books. And I said to John, "We are never gonna finish this fucking share book. I gotta finish this share book." And it's fast reading. And in my other life, before you came along, right? So true. I would have finished like 50 books in the time it's taken me to get halfway through Cher's book. But I said to John, you know what? Our life is so interesting now. Life with you, honey. Oh boy, let's get a close up, can we? Why? Who's stopping us from this close up? Is there like a close up police that's not going to let it happen? Look, I said our life is so interesting, baby. I don't give a shit about Cher or anybody. And she won't take offense at that. She knows where I'm coming from. She's not reading about my life. Don't be so sure. All right. That's Cher piping in. I can't get away with shit around here. Now, a lot of people are reading about me and John's life, because they find it interesting. We have so many new blog people like Spain, Portugal, Turkey, like all over the fucking world, never mind the country. I mean, it's growing by leaps and bounds daily, like just the following on and the viewing of our blog and our other platforms. Reddit is since we got on Reddit, we've exploded all over the place. And can I tell you something? I feel like I don't want Reddit to become Quora, where I feel obligated to post. Is that wrong to say? Lena, you have to put something artistic up there every day. That's all I ask. Whether it be poetry, whether it be some painting that we did. All right. And just do you, and I know that it makes you feel good to do the animal activism, animal rights activism, so you have to do that for us too. Yeah, okay. But no, you don't have to. You're not answering questions. It's not like Quora for that. Right, right, right. You're right about that. There's the option. I could answer questions if I felt like it, but I don't. Um, the reason is I kind of screen all of these web pages that about spirituality and like places that are me and John's forte. Spirituality, art, music, all of those. Look, I gotta say it. We're so far advanced that I don't. I'm not dipping my toe into the conversations because when you're this far advanced, people are intimidated. That's the best say where, and they're not really interested in, or it just doesn't. It either resonates with them and they're angry that for whatever reason, it's better to just observe what they're talking about. And what they're talking about is like so low on the ascension level because they're all bots, Lena. We've had this discussion. Anyone like in the third, anyone that is like, you'd be hard pressed to find anyone under the age of 40 who's under the age of 40 who's not a bot. All right, we've had this discussion, and it always gives me the fucking creeps. If they're not bots at this point, and they're older people who have kind of a problem grasping what's going on with you and me, and there's less and less of those people, a lot of people know what's going on, and most of the people that do know what's going on are the real high ascenders, like the stars, okay? Not people that you're gonna find on Reddit, fucking around on Reddit. But so what you're saying, yeah, you're going back into that everyone's a bot. If they aren't born a bot, they have been lobotomized by their addiction to the media and their own mental illness, stemming from addiction to media and technology and world events and also, and yes, of course, celebrity. Their addiction to the objective being celebrity, which is, think of all the young people today on TikTok and all that. These are all bots. They are just want to be celebrities, want to be famous. Look at me, look at me. What am I doing? It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be doing the most fucking ridiculous thing. Just look at me, and I will get my fix, and I will have done my work in this life, and that's all I'm interested in. And they make fun of people who are seers like you and who share their experience as a divine conduit, and they make fun of that, and they want to say that you're mentally ill. They're all bots. They don't grasp the divine connection with the source, God, Mother, Creator. They can't grasp that because it's not in them. They're bots. Wow, did you hear that explosion just when he said bots? Do that again. I can't. John said they're bots, and went boom. There was a big firecracker outside. Ah! You're in a really great mood today, and I love it when you're like this. Well, let's try to keep me like this. The best way we can keep me like this is to not be in pain. Now, today, I did so well. Uh, We're trying all different supplements. We'll show some of them off tomorrow. Anti-inflammatories that are replacing any kind of steroidal. We don't take steroids. We don't take prednisone. We don't take anything like that. Everything we take is natural, but it's like in place of what they would probably want to give me if I was in a hospital. What they would probably want to give me, John said, is like prednisone and opioids. And so we're going to show you what we're taking in place of those things. And I think it's kicking in. It's been a cocktail of crazy, crazy supplementation over here, and a rotation, and a schedule. And I'm very, very, with John, proactive and becoming my own, pharmacological textbook for my own health. So the basic thing is like getting the pain, getting the inflammation down, and then once that is under control, I can begin working on my strength training again. I have hope that we can do that this week with Mercury retro. Oh, happy full moon, John. Happy full moon, my love, my wonderful, beautiful, amazing girl. Right, so we're enjoying the full moon. Should we turn this big light off? Yeah. Turn it on. You can't see that. So it's very powerful full moon. We're very charged up intimately. It's pretty constant. Yesterday, today, especially with my pain easing off. John has been kind of more than happy to jump our bones. Yes, pretty regular. Yeah, pretty regular. Like every hour. All right, you don't have to tell everybody like that. Anyway, it's not every. Oh, it's every hour. It's not every hour. It's every hour. I timed it. You told me that you don't look at the time. I don't. Yes, you do. Oh, I do. You're crazy. I'm crazy. I'm one crazy motherfucker, baby. Get used to it. Get used to it. This is what it's like to have the juice in it. All right. Speaking of the juice, like we said this morning, we had an amazing jam session with all of the great fucking galaxies of soul singers out there. And that's like really everyone. Everyone out there is a soul singer. The Beastie Boys were there this morning too. Everybody was there. Fucking doing Steve Miller's The Steak with me and John. Tied at the stake. If you haven't seen that video yet, that was the video we made this morning. You have got to see that video because I think the top of my head blew off. It blew off. Absolutely blew off. I was so jazzed from that, and I'm getting jazzed just thinking about it. Yeah. That was This is how I know there is a God and a mother, and this is how I know that I am a channel. The ability to channel these beings that come through. And this is why I don't get any reading done anymore, because it's more interesting to do to live this life with me. Right. Yes. Yes. But I still feel like, well, I wasted all that money. You didn't waste any money, but you're going to as soon as we finish this film, we'll pick up the share book, all right? And knock off a couple of chapters. What is she? Well, I know that there's a chapter about you in there with Harry Nilsson and May, and you went over into her, in Cher's swimming pool naked or something. Yeah. So there's a couple of stories about that. But what? But we'll get to it. You'll get to it soon enough. She's only now just living with Sonny. Yeah, I'm finally up to, because she had a really crazy childhood, so that took up like the first half of the book, and now she's like with Sonny, and their relationship is very sweet, but it was real platonic in the beginning. She was just a kid, and he did not take advantage of her, but they fell in love with each other. They genuinely fell in love with each other. They made each other laugh. There was a definite like a real love between them. They needed each other. And I love Sonny and Cher. And so does John. Yeah. Hi, Sonny. Sonny is here. Sonny Bono. Yes, honey. We'll do that. You want to do it tonight? No. But I want to do it with you tomorrow. Can I say what it is? Of course you can, because it's probably the best way for you to remember it. Sonny Bono is here, and he would like us to perform Needles and Pins, a song that he wrote. Did you co-write that? It was mostly mine. Needles and Pins. Sonny Bono is a great, wonderful songwriter. And he worked with Phil Spector, and he hooked Cher up with Phil Spector. That's how she got her first singing jobs going. She worked in the studio with Darlene Love and all those Ronettes. She got to know all those people. It's a fascinating book. Well, yeah, we got to get back in that today. Yeah, so we're going to go back into the Cher book. So right now it's wonderful to see you, Sonny. You are such a sweet guy. I don't want to talk to you about your ski accident right now. Do you want to talk about it? Not really. But let's do the song tomorrow. I would love to do that song with you in the morning tomorrow. And I would like to rehearse it with you tonight. All right. Off camera. Of course. All right, so we're going to rehearse Needles and Pins with Sonny and... Can we do it with... Yeah, of course, Cher. Of course. So we're going to do Sonny and Cher's Needles and Pins. And, did we ever do I Got You, Babe? Well, all right. We'll have to... There's a list. All right, we're going to get a list to get. Baby Don't Go. I think we did Baby Don't Go. Well, okay. Yes, Sonny, we're going to get a whole show with you going. That's for sure. That's tomorrow. It doesn't have to be tomorrow, but it can be soon, right? Yeah, well, tomorrow's the second night of the full moon, and Bono is moon spelled without a M and a something, right? Bono. It's like instead of the yeah, one right. It's an anagram for noob. It's noob, right? Boon, right? Boon instead of moon. Bono. We're doing anagrams with Sonny Bono's name. And what's the name Sonny? What is that an anagram of? Yosny. Yosny? I don't know. Lena, stop. All right. So, John, we're done. We're done. We're just saying we have a very interesting life, and I just wanted you to take notes because Sonny has wanted to come in for a while, but it's very hard. Hi, Harry. Harry Nilsson will be in tomorrow too. Harry Nilsson was here today. Harry Nilsson was here today. Another one singing that. Harry wants to do jump into the fire. All right, all right. This is good. We'll make a set list out of this video. Yeah. You can play with the fire. Oh, we can make each other happy. Sounds great. We'll do that. What else, Sonny? We'll talk. All right, we'll talk. We'll talk. Share any ideas on your end? I think you did. Mother of the Cherokee, half breed. Yeah, nah, let's not do half breed. What was that other great one we did by you? You never did. I don't like the one with the auto tune. You might be able to do a good job with it. All right, I'll check it out. I'm gonna check it out. All right. She's talking about that hit. Do you believe in life after love? I never did that song. I was annoyed when they first came out with auto tune, so I kind of ignored it. But people like that song, and well, people love Cher, so that's that. John, you're pulling me down. 17. Yes, double infinity. I'm pulling you down, but I'm not bringing you down. Right, right. Praise be God and Mother. We love you, Mother and Father. Oh, I'm dropping this camera, babe. All right. That's your clue right there. So let's go out with a bang. All right. Well, are they gonna blow up something outside? We'll see. We'll see if they do it by the time we hit 18. All right. But we have to hit 18, and if it doesn't, what? Well, it's getting close there, but I don't think they're gonna blow something up. We still have to take matters into our own hands. Boom!